Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am glad you tuned in today. Today I will be sharing the second part of the first video that I made, hiring a Nigerian drivers in Nigeria. For those of us who live in diaspora trying to relocate back to Nigeria or visiting Nigeria temporarily, these are the do's and don'ts you want to put in place before you are committed in hiring drivers. I did the first part, so this is the part 2 of it. So if you click the video down below, you'll be able to know, get the step-by-step guide that I gave before you hire your driver. So today I'm going to be giving just 3 points as well, the conclusion part of it, before you hire your own drivers. The first part is never let your driver know your financial status. What I mean by that is, don't ever, in no circumstances, should you tell your driver to go and withdraw money from your account by giving them your ATM to go and get money out for you, or trying to cash a check for you. You don't want them to know anything about your financial status, regardless of if you've known them for a long time and you get used to them. Don't trust so much that you expose yourself financially. So this story that I'm about to share today, if my good friend is watching, thank you so much for sharing your story with me that I'm sharing with our viewers today. For we all know that anytime whatever had happened to me or the people around me, I'll always want to share with you so that you would not experience such situation. In this story, a good friend of mine, brother-in-law relocated back to Nigeria with his wife. They've been living in the US for a long time, so they normally come to Nigeria back and forth. So his wife fell in love with Nigeria. She was an American and a white American, so she loved Nigeria so much and decided that she and her husband, the children, she should relocate back to Nigeria. So they had their personal drivers that they were used to. He was used to them, and this guy has been staying with them. He knows a lot about them. So what they did is that they sent him to go and take some money, to go and withdraw some money out in their account for them. So what happened that day, he just made a phone call and said, oh look, he was robbed by the armed robbers. So he had the gunshot in his hand, and he got the gunshot, sorry, and he was stabbed in his legs. So the uncle got scared after receiving the calls. So he was, rushed down to the hospital. But what happened is that the mom suspected that something wasn't right. So the mom said she knows that something wasn't right there, and which she was at the end of the day, she was right. So the mom of the uncle reported this case to the police, that she suspected that something had happened, because this is the second time something bad like that regarding money issue had happened to this uncle. So the police started doing an investigation. They got him, they arrested him, they started interrogating him. Then now, when he saw that the torture and the interrogation was too much, he couldn't take it anymore, so he confessed of what he had done. So what he did is that he planned this, he planned with his gang that once he goes to the bank to receive the money, they just fabricated something that, okay, you come now. What they did is that you come, rob me, and then you look as if it was an armed robber. So they stabbed him in his leg and they shot him for it to look very genuine armed robbery. So the uncle and the wife was very scared of this, but the mom kept persisting that no, this is definitely not a true thing, that this driver knows about this armed robbery thing. So after the torture was too much, he confessed. Even the first thing that happened to them as well, he confessed. He said this, he fabricated this, he formed this or planned this with his gang, that they should rob him, stab him, and also shoot him. So he also confessed with the first incident that happened to them. That day also, they were coming back from the bank, and they just started shooting people. Somebody just started shooting them, but thank God that their car was bulletproof. So he confessed that that incident was also from him. So please, anytime you are getting money from your bank or you're trying to withdraw any money, don't allow your driver to know your movement, even if it's possible for you to do this yourself, or just look for a way for you to do it so that it would not be exposed to these people. You don't want them to know, because you don't know, even if they've been living with you for a long time, when it comes to money issue, people can be different. So please put this, put this on. Don't expose yourself when it comes to your financial status. The second thing that I want us to know is that please do not take food from your drivers. Seriously. Don't allow them to go and buy food for you, because sometimes you may get them angry, you may upset them, and they have you in their mind. I'm not trying to poison anybody's mind. If you have a good driver, well, that's good. But to me personally, I do not collect any food from my drivers. You don't know what they may put there. Probably they may put drugs in it, put you to sleep, and then they come to your house to get you robbed and things like that. So you don't want to collect anything like food from your drivers, or telling them to go and buy you food outside. You don't want to send them anything that is going to go into your mouth. You could do that yourself. Another thing, the third thing you want to do is always tell them not to receive calls when they are driving you. Let it be an habit, because my driver had this habit of receiving calls when he's driving me, and he knows that I don't like it. So there was a day I always tell him, please don't receive calls while you're driving me. Either you're going to get accident or we're going to get caught. So that day, I think somebody was kept calling him. So he just quickly said, Madam, please, ma, I need to receive this call because it was important. And I said to him, but you knows my rules, no receiving calls. But he said it was urgent. So immediately he received that call. He received I don't know if it was a bad news, it was something that he received at the other side. Then the next thing, bang, he banged somebody, he hit somebody's car. So those are the things. Please do not allow them to receive calls. Even sometimes they catch them as well. Safety roads people, they normally catch them. The fourth thing that I will be sharing with us, the final thing that I will be sharing with us today, is always make sure they wear their seatbelts. Because safety rules in Nigeria, you are not supposed to receive calls. You are not supposed to, you should always put your seatbelt on. So because all these officers, safety officers, are always on the road, they always look for people like that are not wearing their belt. So that day as well, my driver, without me knowing, he wasn't wearing his seatbelt. All of a sudden, I just saw all these officers stood in front of the car, and they said, calm down, switch the engine off. So switch the engine off. I was like, we didn't do anything. What happened? And when he parked, they were in front of, because there was no way, there was no how you could even maneuver to want to run away from them. So I said to him, these people are stopping us. What is happening? So when the officers got to us and said, Madam, your driver is not wearing a seatbelt. So they got him arrested. Guess what happened? I had to pay for his bill. So please always make sure your drivers are wearing their seatbelt, and you should always wear your seatbelt as well. So thank you so much for watching this video, and please, if you think the video helps you, please give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment down below if you need my help. If you want to ask any question, I'm more than happy to help you. And please, if you're new to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel. This encourages me to do more videos to bring through you. And you always remember, I do videos, reality videos, what had happened to me, what had happened to people around me. I always want to bring it to you so that you would not experience such situation. Till I come your way again, thank you so much, and I love you. Bye-bye.